Oh, yeah, here we go.
Here we go, here it is. We're just doing it some more. We're just doing it again.
You had reminded, I said speak of the devil, and then that triggered devil fruit.
Devil fruit.
And that's One Piece, and I've been watching a bunch of One Piece since I got back.
Watching One Piece.
Because the Tokyo Tower is the Tokyo One Piece Tower right now, and I was like, that's pretty neat.
They spoiled you about underwear colors.
Yeah, fucking Frankie changes his undies.
Spoilers.
I know. I said that's spoiled. And he gets bigger, but whatever.
Everybody does.
He's like a robot, so I was like, he's gonna power up. He's gonna get upgrades. Anyway, Devil Fruit powers. If anybody's watched One Piece, they've probably made it to the episodes I'm on, because it's still only like 280 episodes in. To like
out
out of like 5 million. He did it.
I did it.
But they're in NES lobby, and there's the Spandam guy, and he revealed that Funk Freed is actually a sword.
Funk Freed is a sword the whole time.
You know, Funk Freed is an elephant. You see him as an elephant a bunch, and then he turns into a sword, and then somebody, like, who the fuck even says it? There's, like, something in the show where they're like, oh, it's an elephant that ate a sword fruit? And he's like, no, it's the other way around. It's a sword that ate the elephant fruit.
Oh.
And then you're like, how the fuck?
Like Excalibur.
How the fuck does a sword eat?
Yeah.
Because then you could be like, all those they ate. There's a scene like 6, maybe 10 episodes before that, where they're like, two of the bad guys get devil fruits and they decide to eat them, and I don't know what their powers are yet.
It's a mystery to everybody.
Yeah. So don't. I probably have seen it by the time this comes out, so I guess go ahead and spoil it. Good job. You're just making this fight harder.
Gotta wait till he's bobbing.
Anyway, I don't know what their fruits are, but my argument is, if the sword ate the fruit, how did the sword eat the fruit?
Yeah.
And if it's just by contact, like by slicing or something, then you'd be like, well, then one of those two people ate their fruits with forks and knives, so those forks and knives also have devil fruit powers now too, if that's the way that works.
Maybe it's a magic sword.
Because Luffy just straight up ate his.
Yeah. Maybe it's a sword that can turn into a person.
Maybe. I don't know. There was a dog that could turn into a gun.
That's good.
Because the dog ate the gun fruit or whatever. So yeah. That was just what was going on in One Piece. But there was a spoiler because they show like all the current characters. And there's another guy that apparently joins the crew that's like the skeleton man with a fro, and I was like, I don't...
Oh, I've seen Skeleton Man,
I was like, son of a bitch. I didn't know about Skeleton Man.
Now, as soon as you see Skeleton Man, you know what's up.
I know. As soon as I see him, even if he's a bad guy, I'm like, well, fuck, something's gonna happen, and he's gonna be like, you guys are alright, I'm gonna go with you. Just like as soon as fucking Frankie sees red underwear, I'm gonna be like, hey, he's gonna buy that fucking underwear.
As soon as he spends a whole episode deciding what color he's going to wear.
You know what they did?
What did they do
to
you?
They fucking did?
What did they fucking do to you?
Okay, they have like a super intense, awesome scene where they finally get Robin to like be like, yeah, I want to live. I want to go back to you guys. Because she's like, she got captured because she wanted the pirates to not get killed by the Navy, and they were like, yo, we'll leave them alone if you come with us and die. And then they found out, and they went to save her, but she was still in denial, blah, 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 and then she finally like, yeah, save me. And they're all standing there, and the one guy's like, if you like do this, then you're gonna become an enemy of the world, blah, blah, blah. And Luffy's like, fucking shoot that flag. I don't fucking care. And then they burn the flag up, and that like is basically like, well, I guess you can burn the flag in America now. I think so, and as a form of protest.
I think it's still maybe sure
It's legal.
Okay.
and then yeah, and it was like all intense and cool, and then the very next episode, they start off, they show you that scene again like they do in almost every anime where they're like, here's what just happened.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. And so they do that, and then it immediately goes into a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, fine, they're going to give a little bit of backstory again. No, they replayed a condensed version of an episode from like season 1.
Yeah.
They even put like little sidebars on it because it was stock footage before they had widescreen. So they went from widescreen to fucking standard.
One thing I like, because
you almost got on his hand right there.
Because like I haven't played the Metal Gear Solid games, but Giant Bomb has a Metal Gear Scanlan series where Drew Scanlon plays through them, and then Dan Reichert like sits next to him and laughs at the mistakes. And so from that, I've seen that when they do flashbacks of Metal Gear Solid 1 in 4, they use the PS1 graphics for it, and that is amazing.
I'm sure he did that on purpose.
No, absolutely. Shout out to Kojima.
Oh, you did it!
No, it's too late. My orders were to capture Din and deliver the destructive power of Asena's land to Enrova. Now as a flame as a structure, the power sets the power's land. Ha ha
ha. So I just want you to know, they did that. So they did that for one episode, right?
Yeah.
Next episode, they showed the scene with where they're getting ready to go over to the tower and fight all the bad guys. Another flashback.
There you go.
Same thing.
Yeah, you got filler on filler.
I knew you could save me. Now I'm free again. Season should return to normal. Oh, whoopee!
Yeah, well, you did it.
And you know how many times they did it?
How many times? Let's say 4. I'm going to say 4 times.
Oh, you're short. They did one for Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
They did, I believe, Zoro on his own. They lumped in, like, Nami and Usopp.
Oh, look at this. This is Din and his link.
Yeah, look, it's a picture.
Yeah, let's go back to the
I
page.
wonder what Ganon's up to.
Great! I'll grab my stuff!
Don't think this is the end.
It is. Spoilers, it's the end.
Oh,
look at him.
Onox has fallen, but the damage he has done to this land burns on in the flame of destruction. There you go. That's all you
When
get.
this flame lights the dark, our wish shall be granted. Ya ha ha ha. Jesse, James. Oh, I thought the other one would show up their face too.
See, and then if you beat them both, you can
Yeah.
fight them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and really
then-
save shit.
And then maybe fight someone else.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. We're not going to do that.
Maybe an iconic person.
Yeah.
Villain. Okay. Luffy, Zoro. I think they lumped in Nami and Usopp. They lumped in Chopper and Sanji. That leaves Nico Robin. Technically, she had 3. Because they did a full, like, fresh backstory. But those weren't replays of old. That was new stuff. So that's already 5. Frankie. 6.
Frankie
They did
Muniz.
fucking 6.
Yep.
6 episodes where I watched the first one, and I was like, why'd I just watch all that again? And then I started the second one, I'm like, no, I'm going to skip around, and I'm going to see if there's anything new. Okay, fuck. And then I was pissed.
Link's just hanging out with a fucking god right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's I mean...
Look, he's touching her tit. He's going in for the kill right there.
He's like, you want to see my Triforce hand?
This is courage right here.
Yeah.
He's showing great courage. Flagship.
So that's Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons.
Any thoughts, feelings, provocative?
Let me think for a second.
I don't know what my art teacher said. He said something stupid. It was something
the worst Zelda game I've ever played. That I've played, like, for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because there was one that we were trying to get working recently. That is technically worse.
Oh yeah, the Faces of Evil.
Spoilers! But, Yeah, no, worse than 2.
We're never gonna get that working.
Don't ye of little faith. Like, 1 is good, Link to the Past is great, Ocarina of Time is okay, 2 is solid, 2 is alright, 2 is better than people say, it's got its flaws, but whatever. I don't know if, you know what, and then there's the one where he wakes up on the boat, Link's Adventure, pretty good.
Oh, that's the Game Boy.
Yeah, the Game Boy one, yeah.
I liked that one.
No, it's good.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening, that's what it is. Those are all pretty good.
That has the Windfish in it.
I tried to play Wind Waker, but it starts really slow, and I could not get to the part where I could not get to the part where the game started. And I still think that I will go back someday.
Don't you have the Wii U version?
Yes, I got the HD Wii, because that's part of the thing, was that I was getting the version that I knew I'd be able to put up with.
I have a feeling that one's... I played the original... When it came out, I got it.
So, like, for Zelda games I want to play Wind Waker, and I want to play Twilight Princess, and I don't think I need to play any of the other ones that's ever come out.
What about the new one?
The new one I will probably play. Because before I said, I'm not going to play Twilight Princess until I play Wind Waker, because I wanted to kind of do them in order. I will play Breath of Wind out of order. If it just comes out and I haven't played those yet, fuck it, I'll play it. It doesn't look like...
There's not a real order
amazing.
To them,
no, but it's like...
You mean you just want to play them?
I want to have played Wind Waker the way people played Wind Waker, having not played Twilight Princess.
Yeah, but you're not playing Wind Waker the way people played Wind Waker, because you're playing the one that's been cut down.
Sure, but I want to play it without playing Twilight Princess. Then I want to go to Twilight Princess having played Wind Waker. Because I know some people who really did... Here's the thing, Wind Waker, I have never heard anyone say that it was, like, just okay. People either love it or hate it. And there are people who hate it. And there
are the people who hate it the ones that played Twilight Princess first?
Now, no. But the people who hate it tend to like Twilight Princess a lot. So, say from
like
that
somebody over there.
Maybe one of them. I've had multiple people, but maybe one of them. And I think the people who really like Wind Waker, some of them like Twilight Princess. But the people who dislike Twilight Princess almost always like Wind Waker. That's the logic puzzle I'm providing for you.
I like them both, but I do like Twilight Princess better.
Okay. Here's my main complaint with Ocarina that I don't think Wind Waker will fix, that I think Twilight Princess has a chance at fixing. There is nothing in Ocarina of Time. At any given moment, if you take a screenshot, there's nothing in it. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do. You're like out in Hyrule Field, there is literally like nothing in that whole field. If you're like going to the Zora place, there's like maybe one thing on the entire path to the Zora place. Yeah. Contrast this with Link to the Past.
Oh, God.
At any given moment, you can take a screenshot for Link to the Past, and you're always either there's something in that screen or one screen over that's either interesting or useful or secret or hidden or something. I have been told...
Here's the thing. If you look at it in a Super Nintendo point of view,
sure.
Wind Waker, if you look at that in that point of view, and you look at each tile on the map as a screen...
Kind of think about how many seconds does it take to get somewhere. Like in Link to the...
Far too long.
Okay, because in Link to the Past, you're always like 10 seconds away from something.
But you're cutting away from what you were saying about how you go to another screen and there's something going on.
Sure.
If you look at it like that, because they put it on a grid...
Sure.
There might only be like... There are a few where there's actually just blank ocean, I think.
Sure.
But for the most part, every island has something.
Because, like, in Link to the Past, you got 24 heart pieces everywhere. You got places where it's good to get rupees. You got a bunch of items that are just in the world and aren't even in dungeons. There's, like, a lot of shit going on. And then you got just random side quests, like getting the duck that flies around.
My biggest complaint with Wind Waker was the complaint that almost everybody has.
The ending sequence? Where you have to piece together the shit and you have to sail
the Triforce?
everywhere.
Yeah. The golden Triumph Forks. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
You probably heard that somewhere on V or something.
I've heard some stuff.
Yeah, that's the worst. Because it takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And you just have to go all over the fucking place. And it just, there's like 3 places you can warp to on the whole map, and they're not even like
useful at all.
No, they're bad. They're bad placement.
Meanwhile, so Breath of Wind, it doesn't look like... It looks like at any given moment there's something to do. It kind of looks like this, like they're looking at... They took Skyrim and went, well, let's just put Zelda on that. And, like, that's fine, because even if you don't give me something amazing, if you give me, like, if I have a sword that does 5 damage, you give me a sword that does 6 damage, that was something. Or if there's any kind of crafting or taking shit apart, it's like I can go through a thing and be like, well, I got materials.
Yeah.
And also they showed off little plant creatures to find. Oh, I found a plant creature.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
our little Zelda podcast at the end of Oracle of Seasons, the worst Zelda game I've ever played in my entire life.
You're welcome.